Marty. Yes. As I look around, I see, looks like Jack's on an airplane. Is he flying back from halfway
Flying
around the
too.
world?
Now I'm going to California in a few minutes.
Is that right? All right.
Yep.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
That's all
Well,
right.
it's for business.
Yes.
I'll get in there at midnight.
Okay, most definitely. All right. I see our county executive is here with us. In his traditional background, looking good. All right.
I got my traditional background.
Yeah.
Looking good, Scott.
Your ceiling's still not done over there.
That's right.
It's in honor
Come
of
on,
the
Scott.
microgrid. It's in honor of the microgrid, Armand.
On the microgrid.
Get that ceiling done.
I'm working on it, Jack.
It doesn't look like it.
Where's Jack? Where's Jack? Jack.
I'm at the airport.
Oh, good for you. Are you going or coming in?
I'm going.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was clearing security on our executive session meeting, our committee of the whole.
That's dedication, Jack. That's dedication.
All right, for now, we are streaming live on YouTube now. So you guys have a still quite a few people into the meeting. So whenever you and Andrea are ready.
All right.
Andrea, I'm not sure if you guys have a form. You may want to just check.
Thank you.
Do we have quorum yet, Andrea?
See here. No, we're still waiting for a few more people, Council President.
All right, we'll give them a few more minutes.
Okay.
Is that okay? Is that okay mean we have quorum?
We do have a quorum, still waiting for Nan, but we do have a quorum. And
Okay.
also Miss
All right,
Stevens,
well-
also Miss Stevens.
Okay, well, we'll get started then. All right.
Okay.
Cuyahoga County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, April 13th, 2021 is now called to order. Andrea, would you please call the roll?
Good afternoon, everyone. Calling the roll, Ms. Brown.
I'm here.
Thank you. Ms. Stevens is absent at the moment. Ms. Simon,
Here.
Ms. Baker,
Here.
okay, Mr. Miller,
Here.
Mr. Sweeney,
Present.
Mr. Tuma,
Here.
okay, Mr. Gallagher,
Here.
Mr. Schran,
Here.
Ms. Conwell,
Present.
Council President Jones,
Here.
you have a quorum.
Thank you. Can we have has anyone signed in for public comment?
Yes, Ms. Liu submitted public comment regarding COVID-19 vaccinations and suitable alternative locations for homeless shelters.
Excellent. Can we have a motion to approve our minutes as printed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second, Simon.
Excellent. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Our minutes are approved. At this time, do you have any announcements from our county executive?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Pandemic has pointed up the very real problems that accrue when people don't have affordable access to the internet. And we've seen how the digital divide disproportionately harms minorities. For the past year, we've taken multiple steps to bridge the digital divide. Last week, we announced a pilot public-private project to connect 1,000 families in East Cleveland at the very affordable rate of $15 a month. Financial partners include Microsoft, the state of Ohio, Eaton, and GE Lighting. Access to buildings and infrastructure is being provided by University Hospitals, Case Western, and the East Cleveland schools. PCs for People help coordinate the effort and displayed at the event a huge antenna that'll be positioned at Mayfair Elementary School in East Cleveland. Councilwoman Cheryl Stevens, who represents East Cleveland, and I joined Governor DeWine and Lieutenant Governor Husted to highlight the importance of this project. Catherine Tkachuk has been leading our efforts in the county to connect those who are not connected, and there will be more to come. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Can I ask him a question?
Question? Sure, go right ahead.
Very briefly. Thank you, Mr. President. To my county executive, I just read in the paper and I knew about it beforehand. Can you talk about your leadership in the Department of Equity and Inclusion? Because we had that topic. Just, is that appropriate just to get 2 minutes on that?
Sure. It's
On his new department?
up to the president.
The floor is yours.
Okay, thanks.
It's exciting. I hear a little bit more.
This comes out of the disparity study and the recommendations of both the internal and external case committees for equity that we've stood up here at the county. We will be, in fact, I think it might be on today's agenda. If not, it's coming in soon to establish a Department of Equity and Inclusion for the county. It'll basically be splitting into two, the procurement and diversity current committee. And it will allow us as a county government to do hopefully a whole lot more in the area of equity pursuant to the recommendations of the two committees we stood up. So I'm excited about it. I think it'll give us a good leg up to keep moving ahead.
And Mr. President, thank you for letting me hear that. Your leadership in the diversity studies, awesome. And I look forward to hearing more about it. So thank you very much.
All right, excellent. All right. Legislation introduced by council. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for council for second reading.
Resolution 2021-0076, making an award to College Now Greater Cleveland in the amount of $500,000 from the Cuyahoga County Educational Assistance Fund for Component 2 of the Cuyahoga County Educational Assistance Program for the period ending June 30th, 2025.
This item will move to the April 27th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Council President, at this time, I would like the record to reflect that Ms. Stevens has joined the meeting. Next item, 2021-0077, a resolution adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
This item will move to the April 27th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of a resolution of council for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Brown.
Been properly moved and seconded. Are there any discussions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0078, reappointing Thomas L. Kolaluka to serve on the Cuyahoga County Personnel Review Commission for the term March 8th, 2021 through March 7th, 2027.
Move to adopt.
Second, Simon.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, Council President, thank you very much. This item was heard in the last Human Resources Appointment and Equity Committee meeting. Mr. Kolaluka demonstrated his sincere desire to continue to serve on this commission, and it was voted on unanimously, so I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of council for third reading adoption.
Ordinance 2021-0002, providing for modifications to and adoption of the Cuyahoga County Human Resources Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual to be applicable to all county employees.
Move to adopt.
Move to adopt. Second, Conwell.
Moved by Brown, seconded by Conwell. Any discussion?
This I would yield to Councilwoman Conwell if she'd like to speak to this legislation. I know that she was one of the individuals that introduced it, as many of us sponsored it, so I'll yield the floor to her.
Thank you, Councilwoman. After recent events, it was clear that the county's personnel policies needed to be reviewed. So council staff and the law department assessed the current HR policy and manuals and updated the provisions to provide clarity regarding certain sections and actions required by both the county and impacted the employees in the event that criminal charges were filed against any employees. The current language, once incorporated into the county HR policy and procedures manual, will provide clear requirements allowing the county to deliver necessary services and functions while also protecting its employees and the public. And a part C that I added is also allows the county employees either working virtually from home or in the office setting. The changes have been set forth in the policy manual because all employees are required to sign off that they have received and read the HR policy. So that should not prevent any issues in regards to that they have not seen it. Thank you.
Thank you. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it, the ordinance is adopted. Legislation introduced by executive. Consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second, Brown.
And moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, the rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0089, amending the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget for 2021 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, amending resolution numbers are 2021-0044 dated February 9th, 2021, and resolution 2021-0054 dated February 23rd, 2021, and to authorize the county executive to provide a one-time bonus to certain bargaining and non-bargaining employees as more fully described in ordinance number O-2021-0004.
All right, this time I'd like Greg Huth, if you could come forward and give us a brief presentation.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I think we all remember from a few weeks ago when Budget Director Walter P. Gave his summary of his presentation rather regarding the county's budget, and then we were in a bit stronger position financially than was projected a year ago. And based on that, I think the administration then made a decision that the furlough pay that had been deducted from most county employees over the past year really was more fair to the employees to not make them bear that burden. So this particular resolution just makes that appropriation available to the various departments. There is a separate piece on the agenda. It's an ordinance later further down in the agenda that actually grants that authorization. I don't know if you're going to go into all of that now, or do you want to wait until that item comes up? Or
I'm sorry, you faded out a little bit for me.
I'm sorry, there is the actual authorization to make the payments is an ordinance. It's further down in the agenda. I don't know if you want me to talk about that now, or do you want to wait until that item comes up?
Let's wait till that item comes up.
Okay.
Mr. President,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, at this time, I would like to also request that Dale Miller has his name added as a sponsor.
Oh, excellent. Let's add Councilman Miller's name.
Thank you.
Please add Sweeney's.
Miller, let's add Councilman Sweeney as well. At this moment, I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented. Is there a second?
Second.
And moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion?
I would also like to let Councilman Sweeney know you are already listed as a sponsor on this item.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor of adoptions of this resolution, say aye.
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 Opposed? The
No.
ayes have-
No.
Oh, did we have a? All right,
Shrine.
by Councilman Strawn's objection is noted. And at this time, the resolution has passed. Madam Clerk, you can read the next item.
Resolution 2021-0090, amending the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget for 2021 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, for appropriation transfers, and cash transfers. Amending resolution numbers R 2021-0044 dated February 9th, 2021, Resolution 2021-0054 dated February 23rd, 2021, and Resolution R 2021-0079 dated April 23rd, 2021.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded by Miller and Brown. Is there any discussion?
Mr. President, my colleagues, this resolution is the regular fiscal agenda of budget amendments. The items are routine, consisting mostly of appropriations and closeouts of grants and technical corrections of prior agendas. Notable are two items totaling $490,000 for expert witness fees for pending court cases. There is a substitute requested by the administration to remove the increase and corresponding decrease reflected in appropriation items O and P. The administration was able to effect this change internally without requiring a fiscal agenda item. Therefore, I move to substitute, and if the substitute is approved, I then would recommend passage on first reading suspension as substituted.
All right, is there a motion to accept the proposed substitute?
I make that motion.
Second, Conwell.
Moved by Miller, seconded by Conwell. Is there any further discussion on this proposed substitute? If not, all those in favor of accepting the proposed substitute, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as substituted, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0091, amending resolution number 2021-0075 dated March 23rd, 2021, which authorized awards totaling $11 million of U.S. Treasury Emergency Rental Assistance Funds to various nonprofit organizations to provide emergency rental assistance to income-eligible tenants unable to pay their full monthly rent due to the economic impact from COVID-19 for the period April 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021, by deleting certain qualifications for said awards. Award number 1, CHN Housing Partners in the amount of $10,000. Award number 2, the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland in the amount of $1 million.
Madam Clerk, that CHN award is dollar amount, I believe, is $10 million.
Yes, $10 million.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Yes,
Council
Mr.
President.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion in this case. This is a resolution that I believe in wholeheartedly. The work of Cleveland Housing Network is incredibly important. This funding will be outside the city of Cleveland proper, matched by amount by the city, and the Legal Aid Society's money is also needed because often the tenants don't know the full rights that they are approaching.
Second.
I second.
Councilwoman, we have a second, moved and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Mr. President, I'd like my name added.
Let's add Councilwoman Conwell's name.
Thank you.
All right, any other discussion? If not, again, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Ayes have it.
Ms.
Ayes
Brown?
have
Yes, Council Clerk, thank you.
Okay, resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2021-0092, authorizing an agreement with Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District in the amount not to exceed $1,072,000 for disposal of wastewater sewer grit for the period December 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2022.
This item will be referred to Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0093, making awards on requisition 48674 to various providers in the total amount not to exceed $600,000 for construction management and support services for the period April 27th, 2021 through April 26th, 2024.
This item will be referred to Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0094, authorizing an economic development fund place-based mixed-use loan in the amount not to exceed $5 million to H.H. Cleveland Huntington LP for the benefit of the Centennial Project located at 925 Euclid Avenue.
This item will be referred to the Economic Development and Planning Committee.
Resolution 2021-0095, authorizing an economic development loan to Jumpstart Next Fund 2 LP in the amount not to exceed $5 million to be utilized exclusively for investments and loans for technologically based startup companies located within Cuyahoga County.
This item will also be referred to the Economic Development and Planning Committee.
Resolution 2021-0096, authorizing the sale of healthcare facilities revenue bonds, Series 2021 Eliza Jennings Senior Care Network Project, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $13 million for the purposes of paying costs related to acquisition, construction, improvement, furnishing, and equipping of certain healthcare facilities, including capitalized interest during the construction period, and paying certain costs of issuance, providing for the assignment of revenues for the payment of those bonds, and authorizing the execution and delivery of a base lease, a lease, a bond indenture, supplemental bond indentures, bond purchase agreements, an assignment of rights under lease, an assignment of basic rent, and other instruments and documents in connection with the issuance of those bonds.
This item will be referred to Economic Development and Planning Committee.
Resolution 2021-0097, making awards to various municipalities and nonprofit organizations in the total amount of $1,445,040.45 for various projects or programs in connection with the 2021 Community Development Supplemental Grant Program for the period April 1st, 2021 through March 31st, 2022. For the for the municipalities as listed A through D on the printed agenda.
This item will be referred to the Community Development Committee.
Resolution 2021-0098, making awards to various municipalities in the total amount of $1,788,781.39 for various municipal grant projects in connection with the 2020 Community Development Block Grant Municipal Grant Program. It's for the period May 1st, 2021 through April 30th, 2022 for the various municipalities A through L as listed on the printed agenda.
This item will be referred to Community Development Committee.
Resolution 2021-0099, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Gary Hansen to serve on the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture Board of Trustees. It's for the term April 1st, 2021 through March 31st, 2024.
Item will be referred to Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2021-0100, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Community Improvement Corporation Board of Trustees for various terms. 1, Jeff Bechtel for the term January 2nd, 2020 through January 1st, 2023. Michael Chambers for the term October 16th, 2020 through October 15th, 2023. Susan Infeld for the term January 2nd, 2021 through January 1st, 2024. Michelle Pomerantz for the term February 1st, 2021 through January 31st, 2024.
This item is referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2021-0101, confirming the county executive's appointment of Elena McCruel to serve on the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities for the term May 1st, 2021 through April 30th, 2025.
This item is referred to Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2021-0102, confirming the county executive's appointment of Fernando Mack to serve on the Cuyahoga County Public Defender Commission. It's for the term May 1st, 2021 through April 30th, 2025.
This item is referred to Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2021-0103, confirming the county executive's appointment of Roberta Duarte to serve on the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority Board of Trustees. It's for the term May 1st, 2021 through April 30th, 2024.
This item will be referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2021-0104, confirming the county executive's appointment of Peggy Zone Fisher to serve on the Cleveland Cuyahoga County Port Authority Board of Trustees. I'm sorry, let me try that again. Cleveland Cuyahoga County Port Authority Board of Directors for the term April 20th, 2021 through April 20th, 2025.
This item will also be referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution 2021-0082, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing of Lewis Road from Memory Lane to South Corporation Line in Olmsted Township. Total estimated project cost, $1,500,000, finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's cost of said improvement.
This item will move to the April 27th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0088, confirming the county executive's reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Citizens Advisory Council on Equity for the term July 15th, 2021 through July 14th, 2024. For the following individuals: Rabbi Joshua Caruso, Stephen Cavanis, Marcia Maccabee, Cordell Stokes, and Sheila Wright.
This item will move to the April 27th, 2021 council meeting for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second, Brown.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Not all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0033, amending the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget for 2021 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, for appropriation transfers, and for cash transfers.
Move to adopt.
Second.
There's been
May I
moved
hear
and
who the
sec-
second was again?
Brown.
Thank you.
Properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Mr. President, my colleagues, this resolution is a special fiscal agenda to appropriate $3,484,505 for the build out to create the interim central booking area at the Justice Center. The project will enable us to obtain immediate benefits in how we handle arrestees flowing through the Justice Center. It will also enable us to refine and improve central booking procedures help us determine how much reduction in jail population will be attainable in the future through this and other initiatives such as the diversion center and bail reform, thereby enabling us to more accurately determine the most effective size for the new jail. The build-out will be repurposed to facilitate other processing activities once the transition to the new jail and the central booking operation is moved there. I recommend passage on second reading suspension.
All right, thank you, Councilman Miller. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0036, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Ozan Construction Company, Inc. for design build services for the central booking project at the Cuyahoga County Justice Center, effective February 23rd, 2021, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $2,419,505.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Moved in
Mr.
second.
President? Oh,
Mhm.
excuse me, sir.
Go right ahead.
This has been an important project that we've been talking about for many years, actually, and finally coming to fruition. We held it up a little bit to get more information out and some more input from the various stakeholders. The committee was comfortable enough to move forward, and I'd like to congratulate and thank Mr. Mason and Mr. Corey for the work that they did on this, because it was a rather interesting juggling act to get everybody on the same page. So once again, we would recommend adoption.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Mr. President,
Aye.
Mr. President,
Let's go right ahead.
thanks. I would like my name added to this, and I'm actually excited for this pilot program after really getting into the weeds and ensuring that the criminal defense bar in particular was satisfied that there'd be no nothing to infringe on criminal defense constitutional rights to due process. So I think it will be a great pilot and hope it succeeds. And I think it will, with all the moving parts, and to thank Director Dever too for his work with the build out.
I totally agree. The work that was done to get us to this point, I definitely support this as well. So I would like to have my name added as well.
Yeah.
Mr. President, please add Conwell.
Yeah, Mr. President, Scott Tuma, please. Thank you.
And Sweeney.
And Stevens.
And Miller.
All right, clerk, you got all those names?
Yes, we have added Simon, Jones, Conwell, Tuma, Stevens, Sweeney, and Miller.
Excellent. All right. Now, at this time, all those in favor of passage for this resolution, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0083, making an award on requisition 4543 to Chagrin Valley Paving, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $1,976,777.57 for rehabilitation of St. Clair Avenue, bridge number 04.44 over Doan Brook in the city of Cleveland.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President,
Seconded. Go.
I'm sorry, can we get,
Second.
I'm sorry, can we go back and get the names of who first and who seconded, please?
I made the motion, Andrea.
Thank you.
Tron seconded.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I is Scott Tuma. Okay. And Mr. President, and with respect to this piece of legislation, I ask for my colleagues' support moving forward on this, on suspension, as we had a member of Public Works Committee come in to the last committee meeting to discuss the importance and necessity of having this bridge done. Again, it's one of those specialized situations dealing with a bridge over Doan Road, and I'd ask my colleagues' support on this so we can get moving on it.
All right. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0084, authorizing an award on requisition 5135 to Rush Truck Centers of Ohio, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $23,386 for the purchase of 3 replacement dump trucks.
Motion to adopt.
Second, Sweeney.
Any discussion?
Yeah, Mr. President, again, members of Public Works came before the Public Works Committee, last committee meeting, and discussed the importance of having these dump trucks. The old ones had outlived their usefulness. They were number of years old and not working up to capacity as far as repairs would have to go on those. And I believe they were going to auction off the old vehicles as well through the process that we use. So I would ask for a movement on this on suspension of the rules.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0085, making an award on requisition 3753 to AmeriCab Transportation, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $8 million for non-emergency transportation services for ambulatory Medicaid eligible individuals in Cuyahoga County. It's for the period March 1st, 2021 through February 28th, 2023.
Move to adopt.
Second, Brown.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. President, this legislation is necessary. Services to continue. It's fully funded 100% by the federal Medicaid fund. So I ask my colleagues to support.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0086, authorizing an award on requisition 3912 to Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry in the amount not to exceed $3,958,232 for operations and case management services for a 365-bed men's emergency shelter located at 2100 Lakeside Avenue, and for the facilitation and coordination of overflow shelter services for single adults and families at various locations. It's for the period January 1st, 2021 through September 3rd, 2022.
Move to adopt.
Second, Simon.
Mr. President, this as well was heard in the committee in HHS, and it's necessary services to continue. It's funded by 56% of HHS levy dollars and 44% of the emergency shelter grant, which was part of the CARES Act fund. So I ask my colleagues to support.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0087, authorizing an amendment to contract number 665 with Point Blank Solutions Ltd. for software and maintenance on the Justice Matters and DocuPoint case and document management systems. It's for the period February 29th, 2016 through February 28th, 2021, to extend the time period to February 28th, 2026, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $3,120,000.
Move to adopt.
Moved
Second,
by Miller, seconded by, did I hear? Moved by Simon, seconded by Miller.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you. This matter was heard in committee, education, environment, sustainability, and we heard how these dollars will be used. The funding comes from federal WIA dollars, and they did need flexibility in the contracts because of COVID, and hoping to get back to the regular operations soon. So ask for your support.
And all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of a resolution for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0068, authorizing amendments with various providers for comprehensive case management and employment program, employment, education, and training services for young adults in connection with the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act for the period July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2021, for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,537,888 for the following providers. Contract number 488 with Ohio Ohio Guidestone for the out-of-school youth program for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,035,922. Second provider, agreement number 649 with Cuyahoga Community College District for the out-of-school youth program for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $501,966.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? If there's no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of an ordinance for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second, Brown.
Any discussion? All right, all those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
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 Ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Ordinance 2021-0004, an uncodified ordinance authorizing the county executive to provide a one-time bonus to certain current bargaining and non-bargaining county employees.
Move to adopt.
Second, Brown.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to thank the executive for listening to my pleas regarding this and the council's input regarding this. This is when the employees were forced to take time off that they necessarily would not have to help us out of a bind in a financial situation during the pandemic. And then and subsequently, we get money from the federal government that's going to cover the losses that we anticipated. So I'd just like to really thank the executive for hearing me out on this, and I promise no more letters from me regarding this situation. And I really appreciate the other members of council participating in this. I, at one time, and I like to say it, was an employee. I know how they feel, and I know how often employees feel as though they're not being listened to and taken advantage of. I don't think that's the case anymore, but I think this goes a long way in showing them that we care about them and appreciate the efforts that they had originally made. I've heard it put that this is an attempt to pay people money for not working. Nothing further from the truth could that be. And I hope everyone joins in letting this go back to the employees in a rightful manner. Thank you.
Council President,
Yes.
at this time, Dale Miller has requested that his name be added as a sponsor.
Let's add Dale Miller's name. Okay.
Madam Clerk and President, I'd like to add my name.
Yeah, let's add Councilman
Sweeney as well.
Council members, Simon and Council Member Sweeney, your name is already listed.
Oh, that's right. On this one too. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Mr. President,
Yes, Councilwoman.
I'd like to echo Councilman Gallagher's comments that he made. And this was a very difficult time for all of us. And when it was presented, and I thank the executive for thinking about it, the employees, none of us were impacted by losing our paychecks. So I think it's just fitting and right for those that did volunteer to, or and thought they were able at the time, but volunteered to go on furlough, that we definitely repay them in matter of this legislation. So kudos to the executive and to Councilman Gallagher for writing several letters.
All right, excellent. And as this council, we know this is something we have championed from the very beginning, the desire to see that our employees are given these dollars. It is certainly a bonus, is what it's called. They were hurt at the beginning, and now this is an opportunity to help them at this time. So again, it is a well-deserved bonus that this council and the administration all are excited to provide to the employees. So is there any further discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
Can I just add that I don't always agree with Mike Gallagher, often, but not always. In this case, he was right on the money. I want to clarify, I don't believe I got any letters, so I don't want any public records requests. But we did have multiple conversations. So thank you, Councilman Gallagher, and thank you all for your support here.
All right. With that, all those in favor of
Mr. President,
please. Yes, go right ahead, Councilwoman.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Right ahead. You have the floor.
If I may, given we didn't have a committee meeting on this, can I ask a couple specific questions about it?
Sure.
All right. First of all, this was a mandatory. This was not a voluntary, am I right? Everyone was expected to have their paycheck deducted and asked to take that time. Am I right about that?
That's correct.
Well, wait, it's half correct. It was voluntary for the unions, for the bargaining folks. They had to vote on it, and not all of them took it.
All right. And for those that did participate, for those that didn't participate, they're of course not included in this bonus. Am I right?
Correct.
That is correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
And those that took the 80-hour a week cut, did everyone take the 80-hour? Were there some that took maybe 2 days, but they were too important that they couldn't leave their jobs? They were essential workers. How did it work? Or was everyone included except for the union that voted not to?
Mr. Chairman of the Councilman, this is Greg. There were some employees who were not able to, or chose not to take the time. Yes.
So it was either 80 hours or nothing. Is that right?
Councilman, no, that's not correct. Even if they didn't take the time off, their paycheck was still shorted.
Oh,
So they will get the money. There were, however, some employees who started working for the county during the furlough period, that April 26th, so April of last year to like April 3rd, about May or so of this year, or March or so of this year. So those folks did not get a full 80 hours deducted. So they will also not get the full 80 hours of bonus money.
okay. So we're confident that the hours that were deducted as a reimbursement of what they would have gotten if we wouldn't have had this pandemic. Am I okay with that?
Yes, that's correct. Mhm.
Good. And if I may ask also, Greg, why do we call it a bonus and not a furlough reimbursement?
Thank you. I'm actually glad you asked that question, sincerely. The team of us from fiscal, HR, and law got together when we put our heads together how to implement this. And we were trying to figure out what would we be reimbursing the employees for, because most of them took the time off. So the reimbursement just didn't seem logical to us. So we structured it as a bonus to make up for the pay that they didn't get.
Okay. But in every practical way, this is a furlough reimbursement.
Practically, yes. Mhm.
And those, if I may, President, those that were essential workers like correction officers that couldn't leave, how does this impact them?
Councilwoman, it doesn't, but then again, their pay wasn't shorted.
It was not shorted.
Mhm.
So they do not receive any reimbursement.
Right.
All right, that's what I have. I certainly am in favor, and I signed my name to the ordinance, but I did want to clarify a few of those questions, and for those that, just to make sure I understood.
Certainly.
Thank you for your answers.
Certainly.
Can I say, and it might be fair to say, in spirit, it is a furlough reimbursement, but in practicality, we are providing a bonus. COVID-19 had caused a lot of hurt to many people, and they were shorted at that time.
Right.
This is opportunity to balance the scales to the best of our ability.
Sounds good, yes. Mhm.
Did I see a hand? All right. All right, if there's any other discussion, If not, all those in favor of passage of this ordinance, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All
Nay.
right,
One no.
one no, okay, one no. And at this time, the ordinance has passed. Consideration of ordinance for first reading and referral to committee.
Ordinance 2021-0005, providing for modifications to and adoption of the Cuyahoga County Human Resources Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual to recognize Juneteenth as a paid county holiday to be applicable to all county employees.
This item is referred to Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Ordinance 2021-0006, enacting sections 202.01 of the Cuyahoga County Code to identify the responsibilities of the Department of Purchasing in accordance with Section 10.1 of the County Charter, requiring confirmation of the Director of the Department of Counsel.
This item is referred to Public Works, Procurement, and Contracting Committee.
Ordinance 2021-007, enacting Section 202.21 of the County Code, establishing a Department of Equity and Inclusion to enhance equity both within county government and throughout the community of Cuyahoga County, amending Chapter 509 of the County Code to specify certain duties of the department.
This item will be referred to Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Also, County Council President, I would like to, at this time, state that Dale Miller has requested his name be added as a sponsor to this legislation,
All right,
as well as the prior ordinance, Ordinance 02-21-005. I'm sorry, that's not true. Ordinance 02-21-006.
Okay.
Thank you. Ordinance 2021-008, amending chapters 507 and sections 110.3, 205.1, 206.09, 207.03, 501.6, 501.10, 501.12, 501.21, 501.22, 501.07, 502.8, 502.9, 502.10, 502.12, 503.2, 503.03, 503.5, 503.6, 503.7, 503.8, 505.5, 510.2, 510.4, 510.6, 510.7, and 510.8 of the County Code to reflect the dissolution of the Office of Procurement and Diversity and its replacement by the Department of Purchasing and the Department of Equity and Inclusion.
all right. This item is referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee, as well as 02021-0007, the previously read item. Again, both are going to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
And at this time, again, Dale Miller has requested his name be added as a sponsor to this legislation.
All right, Councilman Miller's name is added. Miscellaneous committee reports. Are there any committee reports?
Mr. President,
Councilman.
thank you. My colleagues, the Finance and Budgeting Committee will not meet next week. Tentatively, we will meet on Monday, May 17th at 1 p.m. to review the county's 2021 first quarter financial report, and on Monday, May 24th at 1 p.m. on the ERP, and on Thursday, May 27th at 10 o'clock a.m. to hear from our ERP consultant, Zig Brusens. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes.
in terms of the Health and Human Services Committee, we did not have any action items that were sent, but I am in conversation with Administrator Merriman to discuss the Pay for Success program. So he would like to present something of how he would like to move forward and change that. So that may fall on the next committee date. I will let the committee members know via Clerk Ashley. Thank you.
President?
Yes.
Thank you. Public Works will meet on Wednesday, April 21st at its regularly scheduled time. Thank you.
All right.
Council President, his appointment, we will meet at its regularly scheduled time, April 20th at 10 o'clock. Thank you for items referred.
All right.
If I may also add, because there were so many items, the meeting may run a little long, so I would respectfully request my colleagues to consider that 2-hour slot and potentially that running a little bit longer. So we'll play it by ear, but it could be a lengthy meeting. So thank you.
Sounds good.
Mr.
Council
President,
President,
Councilman Strawn?
yeah, Mr. President, Economic Development will meet with the items that were assigned to us today, next Monday at 3 o'clock.
All right.
Council President, it's Councilwoman Stevens.
Stevens, you have the floor.
We, like Councilman Strawn, will be meeting on Monday at 10 a.m. to discuss the items that were assigned to us today.
All right. Any other committee reports? If not, is there any miscellaneous business?
Mr. President,
County Executive, yes.
I could just mention, I've just been advised by Michelle Pomerantz, who's been following the state budget bills, that the House substitute includes full reimbursement for indigent defense, which would be a very significant benefit to us in the county. So we're continuing to follow that. Thank you.
Any other comments? Any other miscellaneous business?
Nope.
Not. If nothing else holds our attention, this meeting is adjourned.
Safe travels, Jack. See you, Pernell.